Annie Ernaux Duchesne, born the 1st of September 1940, is a French writer and professor of literature. Her literary work, mostly autobiographical, maintains close links with sociology. Ernaux was awarded the 2022 Nobel Prize in Literature for the courage and clinical acuity with which she uncovers the roots, estrangements and collective restraints of personal memory. Childhood and education. Ernaux grew up in Yvetot in Normandy. She is from a working-class background, but her parents eventually owned a café grocery store. She studied at the universities of Rouen and then Bordeaux, qualifying as a school teacher, and gaining a higher degree in modern literature 1971. She worked for a time on a thesis project, unfinished, on Marivaux. In the early 1970s, she taught at the Bonneville Lycée, at the College of Ever in Nancy-Lervier, then in Pontoise, before joining the National Centre for Distance Learning, Centre National d'Enseignement à Distance CNED. Literary career. Annie Ernaux started her literary career in 1974 with Les Amouroises, cleaned out, an autobiographical novel. In 1984, she won the Renaudot Prize for another of her autobiographical works, Le Place, A Man's Place, an autobiographical narrative focusing on her relationship with her father and her experiences growing up in a small town in France, and her subsequent process of moving into adulthood and away from her parents' place of origin. Very early in her career, she turned away from fiction to focus on autobiography. Her work combines historic and individual experiences. She charts her parents' social progression, Le Place, Le Haunt, her teenage years, Sequels de Saint-Ryan, her marriage, Le Femme Jelly, her passionate affair with an Eastern European man, Passion Simple, her abortion, L'Avènement, Alzheimer's disease, Je ne suis pas sortie de ma vie, the death of her mother, Une Femme, and breast cancer, Usage de la photo. Ernaux also wrote La Critique comme un couteau, writing as sharp as a knife, with Frédéric Yves Jeunet. A Woman's Story, A Man's Place, and Simple Passion were recognized as the New York Times notable books, and A Woman's Story was a finalist for the Los Angeles Times Book Prize. Shane Wasnimda publishes Weekly Best Book of 1998, I Remain in Darkness, a top memoir of 1999 by The Washington Post, and The Possession was listed as a top 10 book of 2008 by More magazine. Her 2008 historical memoir Les Années, The Years, very well received by French critics, is considered by many to be her magnum opus. In this book, Ernaux writes about herself in the third person, elle, or she, in English for the first time, providing a vivid look at French society just after the Second World War until the early 2000s. It is the moving social story of a woman and of the evolving society she lived in. The Years won the 2008 Françoise Mauriac Prize of the Académie Française, the 2008 Marguerite Duras Prize, the 2008 French Language Prize, the 2009 Telegram Readers Prize, and the 2016 Premio Strega Europeo Prize. Translated by Alison Elstrayer, The Years was a finalist for the 31st Annual French-American Foundation Translation Prize. In 2018 she won the Premio Hemingway. She was nominated for the International Booker Prize in 2019 for her book The Years. Many of her works have been translated into English and published by Seven Stories Press. Ernaux is one of the 7 founding authors from whom the press takes its name.